1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? Need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your love, for love, lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Swift Guitar Lessons for another by request song tutorial. Today, I'm very excited to bring you a lesson on the Righteous Brothers' 1965 classic, Unchained Melody, originally written by Hy Zaret and Alex North. I'm going to take you through the changes for the verse and also the chorus, and I'll break down some of the fingerpicking technique that I'm using throughout. I got all the chords available for you at patreon.com/swiftlessons, where you can find a ton of extra supporter perks when you support the channel for just $1 a month. Now, let's get started with your lesson. Okay, close look at the fretboard and also my pick in hand. Getting started with my rendition of Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. I have my C major chord fretted. Getting started with the intro section. We're basically going to apply a basic arpeggio finger picking pattern with a slight variation. It'll sound like this. Okay, that very basic and easy finger picking pattern. Thumb on the A string, then the D string, pointer on the G, middle finger on the B, and then we turn back around and stop at the D string for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A total measure in 6/8 time. We do that 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to take the ring finger, middle finger, and pointer finger, E, B, G. you're starting to see how the fingers are designated to specific strings. All right, so far we have. After that third one, next we're going to play the D string, G string, and B string to finish up that little intro and get us into the verse. All right, all in all we have. For your intro section. Okay, now that you have your intro down, let's take a look at the verse section. This is predominantly going to be a 1-6-4-5 progression in the key of C. This means that if you look at your C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, no sharps and flats in the key of C, you'll notice that C was the first note, so we'll call that C chord the 1 chord. Next, we'll have A minor. A in that C major scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C, D, E, F, G, A. Right there, the 6th note of the scale. So we'll call this chord the minor 6 chord. All right, F will be our 1, 2, 3, 4. And if F is 4, then G will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for the G major chord. So a 1-6-4-5 progression. Always remember this. In the key of C, that would be C, A minor, F, G. Okay, now let's take a look at the structure of the progression, okay? Because some of the chords are going to repeat. There might be different combinations here. We'll start off with the C major chord for 2 measures. The A minor, 2 measures. The F, 2 measures. The G for 2 measures. And then we're going to have the C major chord for 2 measures, the A minor, again for 2 measures, and this time we're going to skip the F chord and go straight to G. And we're going to have 4 measures there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and the G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A minor, long lead time, G chord, and that's doubled 4 measures. Just like that. So that completes the first line on our chord sheet that you can find at patreon.com/swiftlessons, okay? And now that you have that down, let's apply the finger picking pattern to that, okay? That basic arpeggio pattern. The C chord comes in, the A minor. So those 2 chords got picked the same because they're both rooted on the A string. All right, then the F chord comes in. This chord is going to get a slightly different pattern. We're going straight to the E string, and the reason for that is because we want to follow the root of each chord. Play the E string, skip to the D string, G string, B string, G string, D string. So everything was the same. The only thing that changed is that we followed the root to the low E. 2 measures there. All right, we'll do the same thing on the G major chord. And to create this shape, we don't need to play the entire G chord because we're not using those notes that are being fretted there. We just need the low E string 3rd fret. Great little trick. You could do that twice, but if you wanted to add a little bit of flavor, you could transition to a very interesting kind of shape for the G dominant 7 chord. All right, this is when my pointer finger is on the low E string 3rd fret, my middle finger D string 3rd fret, and I have my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. Same exact finger picking pattern. Some of you might like to play it like this with the pinky middle finger on top. All right, I prefer this. All right, have a much easier time getting into that position from there. And you pick that the same way you did a regular G chord. All right, after that, we have the C major chord just as it was before. A long, the A minor, And the G chord, we can do 2 of the regular G. And 2 of that G7. And there I might like to repeat the picking pattern that I had in the intro. Just to add a little bit of melody there. So it's the same exact thing that we played in the intro, except now our root is on the low E string. Basic arpeggio, E, B, G, D, G, B. All right, fantastic way to get us to the next section, the next line of our verse, which will be identical to the first line. And time goes by, play along, so slowly, and time, straight it up, so much, back to C, are you, the A minor, all right, big note, still mine. All right, then the G major chord comes in, same exact thing, though you might find it a little bit taxing to be able to hit that big high note and be able to perform that same exact finger picking pattern. So be my guest to simplify on this particular section. So just the basic arpeggio. Okay, if you've gotten that far, then you have what I would call the A section of the verse complete. But there's a 2-part verse in this song. Now we're going to go to the B section. Okay, with the A section of the verse complete, let's take a look at the B section. Here we're going to have the C major chord, the G major chord, the A minor, and now introducing the minor 3 chord, C, D, E. The third note of the C major scale is E, so that makes this an E minor chord. Very common change. Okay, that gets us through the segment where he says, I need your love. I need A minor, need your love, and the E minor. All of those chords are going to be picked the same way the other chords were. The C chord gets the basic arpeggio off the A string twice, the G chord off of the low E string, the A minor off of the A string obviously, and the E minor off of the E string. Okay, chasing the roots. Next we have the F major chord come in. Next line here, Godspeed your love, the G chord, 2. I threw in that G7 for extra flavor, and back to C for the resolve. Me, 2 times with the pattern, then add your pinky to the 3rd fret of the G string to turn this into a C dominant 7. A pattern on that twice. Though I may like to throw in that pattern from the intro once again. That'll get me to the chorus. Lonely rivers flow. Which, after you've practiced through that verse a few dozen times and you feel confident with it, you can move on. Okay, fantastic. You've completed the verse section and now you're ready to jump into the chorus. Real quick, take a break, click through the link in the description and put in your song request so I know exactly what to teach in the weeks ahead. Now, let's get started with that chorus. Okay, moving into the chorus section. So far, this song has been pretty simple, the same finger picking pattern, kind of repeating throughout. Now we're gonna move into kind of a bar chord section, all right? So this is gonna be a part where we need to practice. We have the F major chord come in, just a single arpeggio pattern on there. A G major chord, you can just take this chord shape up a whole step. Or you could play the simplified G chord that we've been practicing. All right, just the 3rd fret of the low E string. Lonely rivers flow. Back to the F, to the C, 1 time, to the, now we need to make a big jump. E flat major. This is going to be barring on the 6th fret, A string down, and creating an A major chord shape. All right, all bar chords are based off of the open position chords you already know. All right, but I'm gonna do kind of a double bar here. I'm gonna bar my ring finger over the 8th fret of the D, G, and B strings. Then I also have the A string, And I'm not worried what the high E string is going to sound like because I'm not going to pluck it. I'll give it one single pattern of that basic arpeggio. Alright, so far we have lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea. Alright, back to the F chord, to the open arms of the, and resolve on C. C for 2 measures. That repeats, lonely riverside, G. Wait for me, wait for me. Back to the F, I'll be coming home, and resolve again. Wait for me. Okay, now you've completed the verse and the chorus. You basically have the song down. For the next verse, you could just apply the same finger picking patterns that you had in the first, but I'm going to transition to a strumming pattern instead. Just strumming down lightly with my fingernails, okay? Kind of brushing against the strings. I might give a 6 kind of feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, no accent on the 4th beat, or I could give it kind of a 3-4 kind of feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Little emphasis there. Sounds really cool. And I might wait to apply that for the kind of the second half of this verse. So let's apply that to the same exact chord progression that we had in verse number 1. The lyrics will be just a bit different.
Oh, my love.
To the 4 chord,
My darling,
to the 5, G.
I hunger for
There I can use my traditional form of the G, 7 chord, 1st fret, high E string.
your love, for love.
Right to the G chord,
Time,
2 measures of G, G7. I repeat.
time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much.
The 1.
Are you
Alright, take a deep breath.
still mine?
Right when you get to the 7, go up a little higher with your falsetto. Alright, then the C chord comes in. It's all the same stuff.
I need
That one's a real pain in the butt.
your love. I need
The E minor,
your love.
all through this B section of the verse.
Godspeed your love.
The G chord, and now the C chord comes back for the outro. C major, minor 6 chord, A minor. The F chord, then take the middle finger off. Maybe retardando, slow down to let the audience know that you're ending the tune, and back to the C chord. Your regular C, or if you want it to sound more like a finale, put your ring finger here on the 3rd fret low E string. That's a C/G chord. Fantastic chord, especially to end a tune. Okay, if you have all that, your verse, your chorus, finger picking style, and also that strumming pattern, congratulations, you're ready to perform. Alright everyone, thanks so much for checking out this lesson on Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, click through the link in the description and put in your song request now. I got many more lessons coming up, so keep checking back. Please subscribe, please share. This is Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia saying happy picking.